live now, guys.
Okay.
Ben can go first.
Yeah, Ben, you're gonna go first every single time.
And you gotta have that same passion you have now.
Yeah, in fact, do you know what, Ben? You introduce the episode.
Hey guys, my name's Ben.
He's getting up. Hey, Ben.
On me.
Oh, wait, you sound like a potato. Oh, wait, no, you sound fine now. Ben, just say something. Say, like, welcome to Weekend Weebery.
Welcome to Weekday Weebery. It's not fucking weekend, is it?
Oh, are we gonna have to rename everything? Is that the other?
No.
Do I need
Okay, here we go.
How do I
Want me to do it? Let me do it.
Weekday edition.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, welcome to a special episode, a special weekday episode of Weekend Weebery.
Hold on. Okay, that might. Okay, so it's a special episode.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's because it's a weekday, isn't it?
Tuesday.
Oh,
It's like a special edition.
Yeah, it is. Until we move on to weekdays,
Mm.
and it's a normal edition. Okay, so this week, not weekend, weekday, we're going to be looking at the next 4 episodes of Demon Slayer from last week, which are episodes 5 through 8. And then we're going to talk this weekend. We also watched Redline, the film, so we're kind of going to go through that a little bit, what we thought, whether it was good or not. And then maybe something else at the end. Maybe. So,
Maybe.
sorry.
We'll start with the oh, that's the wrong Wikipedia. So we'll start with Demon Slayer. I'll do the same thing as last week. So I'll kind of go over the synopsis of the episode. We say what we liked, what we didn't like, and then rate it out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So episode 5 is it's called My Own Steel. The demon's body from the last episode disintegrates, and the souls of Urukadaki students he killed depart into the afterlife. As the demon dies, he remembers when he turned into a demon, and even after his transformation, how he had always been longing for a warm hand to hold, specifically that of his older brothers. Tanjiro smells sadness and holds his hand, causing the demon to cry, and then that's the end of that bit. For next week, Tanjiro basically continues fighting demons. He's always asking, like, how the fuck do you cure being a demon? And none of them know, so he just kills them. He passes the exam with 3 other people, and they all get given a rank. And then a crow as well. So the crow helps them communicate, given uniforms, and they're allowed to pick an ore, which is going to turn into a magical demon slaying sword, which is going to glow blue. Then Tanjiro goes back, reunites with Nezuko, who's now awake. And we find out that she's probably not eating humans because she's asleep all the time. 15 days later, his sword is delivered by Hagane Izuka, who's a swordsmith. As he changes, the blade changes colour depending on the wielder. He's like talking about his hair, and he's like, "Oh man, your hair's bright red, and you got fire earrings. Surely the sword's gonna go red." I've always wanted to see a red sword. The sword goes black, which is apparently unlucky. Then the crow goes, "Hey, you gotta go to this place and find out what's happening to these people who have been disappearing, because it's probably a demon." And that's the episode. So,
Yeah.
Ben. Let's start over. What did you think?
I mean, well, it was nice to see fucking best girl awake again at the end of the episode. Apart from that, I didn't really feel too strongly on it, to be honest.
I
I
enjoyed
mean, it just seemed more like standard stuff. So, I found the angry kid fun as well, actually. He was proper angry.
I did not like him.
Yeah.
I don't like the needless
There's always a character like that, though, isn't there? Like,
I'm never a fan most of the time.
antisocial type one.
Delinquent.
I like this one because normally they're not quite that angry. Normally it's the more just antisocial or angry at main character or whatever. This one's just straight up angry at everybody. Just want to see more of him.
He seems like a character who I'd not trust with getting a sword. So I was like, I didn't like him. Sure, I was like, no, give me my fucking sword. I was like, no, you're obviously a dickhead.
Yeah, well, it makes sense that you wouldn't.
You know. Yeah, go on. Okay.
I said it makes sense that you wouldn't trust a dickhead.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you're killing demons, sometimes what you need is a dickhead.
I
I
think
don't see the reasoning behind that.
I think like the dude's reasoning is like, fucking give me a sword. I don't know if it's spoilers because I can't remember how he was introduced in his family's history, maybe, but he probably just wants to kill demons for revenge, like everyone there, right? Just fucking give, in my opinion, just fucking give the dude the sword. The most he's gonna do is kill himself. Do you know what I mean? Like, the demons don't get any special extra powers for eating demon slayers as far as we know. So just give the dude his sword and let him go kill demons. He clearly wants to.
Very true.
Yeah, but there's a waiting time on swords, though.
Yeah,
Got
true.
to pick the oars. Like, he's very upset that he can't get it straight away with a little eager bitch.
This ain't no one-day delivery.
It's not
It's
Amazon.
not Amazon, yeah.
Also,
Yeah, fuck Amazon.
you know what the best thing about this episode was?
Go on.
Fucking talking birds.
Oh, man.
I did not enjoy that. I hated that so much.
That's pretty.
Like-
I never said I liked it.
I hated the squawky talking. It's like, stop screaming. I know you're meant to be like actually squawking at me, but don't fucking scream like that.
I think it's like weird enough, where it fits the theme of the show, but also kind of just jumps in out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's very,
Oh, yeah,
it's like the comedy is very jarring.
Yeah, kind of like what I said last week about how there's no like filter on the comedy; it just appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, just one jump straight to the next.
Like I really didn't like the fact that the demon had a backstory or that it was given screen time. I feel like they wasted time with it because it was a good like 2 or 3 minutes. And
Like, we've already got how like, oh, it's the big powerful demon. We don't care that he's he used to be a human. Like, we
he's a
know
knobhead as well.
Yeah, he's been happy killing
Killed loads of kids.
like near like 50 odd little like kids.
15,
30, you know,
wasn't it? 15
Okie
kids.
straight.
It was like 50 Ukadaki students and like 50.
But inside every knobhead there's a backstory in real life, so why not in the really great anime?
Because the dude
If I
is
want
just,
good backstory, I'm gonna read one.
you just cut out.
Whatever.
I think it's unnecessary because the dude is just a plot point. Like he's just there to make you realise that Tanjiro is actually really powerful.
Yeah, strongest fucking cut through the strongest fucking with some arms. That's all we get that what the demon actually did in his before it became.
Another thing of something I did like in this episode was Zenitsu's voice actor. Well, all the shit where they're like, you know, like fighting each other or going head to head, and Zenitsu's VA is just in the background. I go, what the fuck, man? I really like that. And kind of a spoiler, kind of not. The foreshadowing with the whole thing with the swordsmith when he's like, "Oh, you're a child of light, and you're fire," when he isn't fire. Yeah.
I just remember he's like does the water breathing but causing fire. Like, Very strange for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely hinting at something.
Oh yeah. One thing I really did like was actually it was just like the emotional bit for it where Tanjiro comes back to the her after the final selection and he just Orochimaru's just crying kind of because finally one of his students made it back. That I enjoyed, but obviously it was very very obvious that it's going to be a big thing happening.
Yeah,
But still,
I mean,
it got me.
how weird would it be if a show killed its main character 6 episodes in?
That'd be fucking great. That'd
Yeah.
be very unexpected and actually turned into an even better show.
Actually, I think that would beat out Game of Thrones.
Please do it.
Okay, so we'll move on to the next episode. Oh, wait, shit. Rate the episode. Ben, we're starting with you. Out of 10.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kit?
I'm gonna go 4.
Yeah, still at a strong 4. Joe?
Yeah, for me, I think that's 5. I was expecting more when episode 4. I'd be really like wanting to see the next episode, and this just slowed down quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think I give it a 5.5 because the animation is still pretty slick in it, and it starts introducing like the wider world. So it wasn't great, but there's a reason.
It had
that
its
wasn't
moments.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next episode, episode 6. So the episode is titled "Swordsman Accompanying a Demon." So, placing Nezuko in a box he carries on his back, Tanjiro travels with her to the town where young girls are vanishing at night. There he meets Kazumi, whose fiancée Satoko vanished the previous night. Kazumi takes him to where his girlfriend was last seen, and Tanjiro begins to track the demon's scent. Kazumi recalls how he was beaten by Satoko's parents, who did not believe Satoko had simply vanished and assumed he had done something to her. Realizing that Tanjiro is a member of the Demon Slayer Corps, he basically asks him for help. Tanjiro tracks the demon, night falls, and another young girl is abducted, and Tanjiro notices because he can smell the demon, but notices that the demon is like everywhere. So Tanjiro and Nezuko start fighting against the demon after he finds it, which has become like 3 separate demons, but one demon, and is capable of a blood demon art, like a special spell they can use when they get enough power. Tanjiro recalls Urokodaki informing him of the 1,000-year-old progenitor of all demons, and the only one who can turn humans into demons, Muzan Kibutsuji. Ben, do you want to start?
Well, I was actually kind of surprised that I found out Michael Jackson's name in this, so I thought it would take a bit long. And I was also kind of surprised that he was the one that had been making all the demons like the past 1,000 years. So, like, damn, guys been putting in work. Apart from that, no. I enjoyed it more than probably any of the previous episodes. Part 4, I'd say. But, like, yeah.
I
Just another episode.
I didn't really like this episode. Not a lot really happened. Like literally, I've got like a couple bits of notes. Like the fight with the demon was really cool animation wise, and I really enjoyed when Nezuko kicked the demon out of nowhere. Like,
That bit was good. I didn't like, however, it just as soon as he gets to town, he gets exactly the information he wants from background exposition. So I came here to find his demons. What?
Yeah.
And me? Oh, did you hear what happened last night? It's too easy. I don't enjoy that. But I did enjoy him actually himself going straight into it, looking for demons, but not how easy it was for him to.
yeah, it's sniffing powers bullshit. Activate.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
That and the guy who had the last person to have his fiancée missing just suddenly turns up right in front of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, main protagonist powers. Just like having everything set up and ready for you, and just running you to the person you need to run into straight away and everything.
Yeah.
Like, no effort apart from getting to that. The town was done
Yeah.
to find the demons, pretty much.
but they pretty much skipped the travelling to the town as well. Like nothing happened.
Yeah.
It was an alright episode. I feel like you need to watch it, but I wouldn't necessarily. If someone said, "Hey, what episodes do I need to watch to catch up?" I'd be like, "You can completely skip this."
Yeah.
'Cause you can.
But apart from, I think there's one bit with Urokodaki talking about, oh yeah, when Nezuko was asleep, I used hypnotic suggestion to make her love people, because that's what you can do to sleeping demons apparently. Or is it just Nezuko being special again?
Oh shit! No.
I think
Yeah,
it's
no.
Nezuko being special.
No, I think he does hypnotize her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty important part. But I feel like she also had that in her anyway.
Oh yeah. Which, like I said, especially with the next episode that comes about, what he says, protect humans are family, you need to protect them. Humans are the enemy, you can never forgive for harming humans, like you can never forgive them. And then the next episode just kind of changed for me
Yeah.
because of that.
Kit, any thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you know I don't like it, but I mean, at least in regards to, it was the beginning of the fight with that demon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much where it started.
Yeah, I found it really weird. Was this the one where we did the teeth grinding?
Yeah,
Oh,
he did.
fucking hell, I forgot about that.
Something that I was going to mention at some point as well, like constantly grinding his teeth. Like,
I just found it really weird, but not in like a this show's weird or anything. It just, I don't know, it's just odd. It didn't necessarily make me. Actually, I think it did make me cringe a little bit. Yeah, I mean,
Just to show how weird demons are after they've gone so crazy and shit.
I don't know. I think I just can't, because it's super anime, big eyes and stuff. I just
Yeah.
can't take it seriously.
I really struggled with this episode. It was almost like so far there's like a rise and a dip in quality. This is normally where I'd probably drop the anime.
I think my first actual watch through, I think I only got either around these episodes before I stopped, and then it was a few more months or half year before I finished it.
I understand why. Like, don't get me wrong, it was alright, but
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it wasn't as captivating as everyone else was making the scene at the time for me, especially with what else I was watching.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's probably the animation, because the animation I can't complain about, it's really good.
Oh yeah, it's fluid and looks incredible.
But you can't carry a show just on animation, unfortunately. Not anymore, anyway. Okay, rating of the shows. Rating of the episode, sorry.
It's a good
probably
rating.
give it 7.
Yeah?
Ooh,
That's a big jump.
4.
I think for me it's sticking at 5, just because still there's some bits that I liked it, but then others just forced into it with the exposition.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going to drop it to a 4, because unlike the last episode is kind of like, okay, the story's getting somewhere now. And then, like, he even gets his first mission. And with this episode, it's like, okay, he's getting his first mission. And it's just like, oh my god, this is gonna take like 5 episodes.
Yeah. The pacing isn't the best for this.
No, yeah, it's,
I mean, they're all out there with pacing completely. Obviously, with 2 episodes, 2 years have passed. With this, 2 episodes, and a day has passed.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah,
I forgot that even happened. All
yeah.
this time.
Like it literally doesn't matter. Everything that has happened before these episodes If it's important, they mention it again. If not, it's just been there to not even tell the story, just been there for the sake of it. Anyway,
Just rushing along.
yeah, let's move on to episode 7. So, the title of the episode is Muzan Kibutsuji. So Tanjiro enters the demon swamp to fight them. Obviously, chasing after demon to kill it. While Nezuko protects the 2 humans. Although the air is thin and the swamp is dark, his water style shows its true power when underwater, allowing him to create a whirlpool that eviscerates the 2 demons underwater with him and quickly return to the surface. Both Nezuko and Tanjiro confront the final demon who has been injured, and Tanjiro is like, listen bro, tell me all about Muzan, and the demon shits his pants. Like, he shits his pants. He has a flashback in his head and he's like, no, I can't do that, man. Tanjiro's like, fucking do it or I'm gonna kill you, and he's like, nope, I can't tell you, I'm gonna die anyway. So then Tanjiro slices his head off. Oh shit, one thing I need, oh no, I'll mention that after. Oh, yeah. So then Nezuko falls asleep after the battle and Tanjiro puts her back in the box, comforts Kazumi and gives him his fiance's hair ribbon, and then realising that Tanjiro had gone through something similar, apologises. Then Tanjiro goes to Asakusa because he gets another mission, and then pretty much as soon as he gets there, he smells Muzan, but he sees Muzan as a father, like carrying his child and with his wife, and he's like, you fucking demon, how can you do this? And then Muzan recognises Tanjiro as a demon slayer, and then just makes a demon to shit Tanjiro up. Yeah, that's the end of the synopsis. So what did you think of this?
Well, I thought, wow, Japanese demon MG still likes kids. But, well, I was kind of surprised again that like they actually introduced the main villain, like,
So
and had
early.
the main character confront him so early. Yeah, that doesn't happen all too often. Apart
Main
from
villain.
that, I thought also like was alright the way that it showed how a demon was so scared of him that he wouldn't say anything about him at all. Yeah.
I think the
Don't
main
really
villain
remember
was
too much
cool,
about it apart from that.
if he was Dio.
Say that again.
The main villain would have been cool if he was Dio.
Do you not get Dio vibes off him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The thing is,
just not quite Dio though.
no, he's different because Dio's a vampire, and this guy's
Yeah.
a demon.
But the demons kind of come across like vampires.
I get what you mean,
Yeah, they do have the same weakness for the sun, don't they?
but I think if you put Dio and Muzan in a fight of what, let's say Dio without the stand, right? So,
Dio gets ass kicked completely.
like, yeah, he would get his shit slapped. He might even get his shit slapped with his stand, because the only way to beat Muzan, like in any way, shape or form, is to expose him to sunlight.
Oh, with the demon sword, I'm guessing. Demon Slayer sword. Or is
Yeah.
that just more?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. But Dio's, if okay, let's equate them as the same thing. So Dio's not gonna be able to touch this sword because it'll like burn him, whatever the fuck it's
Oh,
gonna
true,
do.
yeah.
And you can just decapitate Dio. Like, if
But
you-
it always comes back.
he does come back, but if you cut his head off,
I mean, they did that in part 2, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then he just attached his head to Jonathan's body.
Yeah.
Part...
in part 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I
Yeah.
mean. Like Muzan, if you cut his head off, looks like he'll just regenerate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
As,
slow.
as with, yeah, especially because lower level demons are regenerating in the flash anyway. He will
Yeah.
just obviously do so much better.
It'd be a good fight to watch, though. I think the whole thing with I felt really bad for the demon, like the one they've been fighting, because he kept on having his arms cut off. It was like anything they would do. It's like they'd stand there and it'd be like a battle scene, and he goes to cut and he's like, "Oh shit! I only cut his arms off."
Yeah, too shallow, just his arms.
And so that was like the first time, and then like the next time it's like Slash, "Oh, I missed again. It was just his arms," and the dude's like, "My arms."
I did think when Tanjiro jumped out of the swamp and cut the hand off the demon, I thought that was pretty cool. But then again, it's still the demon getting his hands and arms cut off all the time.
Innit? And like the last Slash Tanjiro does, it's the dude's arms and his head. Again, like I can do. I feel sorry for it, man. So yeah, the whole thing with like Muzan and how much it was like emphasised, like this guy means his fucking business.
Yeah.
Like that was really cool, and the whole thing was like pretty much as soon as Tanjiro finished the mission, the crow came and it was like, "Oh, time for another mission, slave."
Yeah.
Like there's no fucking rest on this demon slaying train.
I also liked with it's in the manga as well, I'm guessing, but the characters actually showing to have strong hands to do with what they had done in all the training, which was then brought up later on in the episode, which I thought that was pretty good. It shows they're actually putting the effort into it, but then that was a pivotal point for that one guy realizing that Tanjiro knows what's happening.
Yeah, and he's trying to fix it. Another thing I liked was Tokyo, like when they actually got into the city. So it's very clearly
He
like
couldn't deal with it.
Yeah, I forgot who said last episode. It was like I thought it was like 1800s Japan.
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah, well, it is like when do you say, like 1920s?
Yeah, like early 1900s, like maybe. It's just some period between 1900 and 1930, probably.
Oh no, it's not 1940 because that was World War II.
I said 30.
Yeah.
That's like the limit, I think.
But then, like when I saw Tokyo, I was like, "Holy shit, that is lit the fuck up." So I put on my notes. So do you know when Tanjiro smells Muzan and he like panics? I put on my notes like, "Uh-oh, someone dropped a big stinky." It's just the way he reacts. He's like, "This fucking reeks."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then oh shit, Muzan has appeared, because he does just kind of appear out of nowhere. It's so soon.
Especially straight after his first mission as well.
Yeah, now he's gonna fight the big bad boss.
So yeah, all going very quick.
And then his straight away is like, "You know what? I've just become a demon slayer. I've just killed this one thing that only I could survive because Nezuko was there with me. I'll go and fight the big bad on my own." That's a good thing to do.
Yeah, I know. And like the last thing I put on my notes, this nigga just made a demon. It's the way he does it. He's like looking at him. He's like, is this guy a demon slayer? And this kind of like flicks his hands out, infects someone, and then it's a demon. And Tanjiro is like, shit.
Yeah, can't stop the big bad and the demon at the same time.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty. Anyone else got anything to add? Kit, what do you think?
I mean, it was better, but I think the main reason I can't get into it is just the animation style's good. You can tell that, but I just don't like that typical anime look.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I like JoJo.
Yeah, JoJo's quite sharp and edgy.
Whereas
Comic book style.
this sort of artist drawings or whatever just lack character for me or personality in the faces. So kind of hard to. I don't know. They all look like kids.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fair criticism.
So it's kind of like, well, this main character is meant to be this badass sword wielder. It's just a kid. This super big demon guy who we've just met. Yeah, I can see interest in him, but again,
I think
I
it's.
don't take it seriously.
I think like the way you described it is the way they want you to see it though, because Tanjiro is just a kid.
Yeah, it's
The big
a
bad
story
demon.
about him evolving throughout this.
The big bad demon is the big bad demon, but he's disguised himself. Do you know what I mean? He has a family.
mean,
He's a
even
family
if-
man.
He's
Even if
he's
it's
like
seen
hiding
away.
in plain sight.
I still can't see any personality in their faces or anything. I know there's like there is differences and whatnot, but for me, there's no, I don't know, human there, or there's nothing for me to find interest in to separate everyone from each other.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's why they use the different cloaks and stuff to like
Hmm
really separate people, because people have different colour eyes and they all have a scar somewhere or something.
Yeah.
But they all have the different. I think it's a haori, like the over bit of the kimono. They all have like different designs and colours and different hair colour.
Yeah, I think outfits should separate, but I think the faces should as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the faces do quite a bit. I think it's mainly because they've all, like, from the Demon Slayers we've seen so far, are just that they've all got the similar goals to fight the demon. So the personality can't really be shown just yet. So they've had to use the actual outward characteristics to separate them first.
I think
Yeah.
knowing kind of as it goes a bit further down, I know for a fact you're going to see more varied character designs.
Oh yeah.
Like, and you may well enjoy it more then. But I mean, like right now, you're completely right. It is pretty generic. There's no real excuse for it. That's fair.
Yeah.
So
I
what is
did.
it? Oh, go on.
Oh, yeah, the only part I enjoyed this episode a lot more than 5 and 6. The only bit I didn't like was the jarring comedy when he gets the udon before he smells the big bad guy.
Yeah.
That just threw me off again. I was like, it's not necessary. Don't just shove that in.
Yeah. And I kind of get it's not even a part of his personality though. I understand he doesn't want to waste food, and the guy like collared him for it. Fair enough, but like, come on.
Tandy is before all this. He never like how he was with his family. He was just like a loving brother. He wasn't really like the goofball, does the comedy shit.
Yeah, exactly. If it was written in straight away, then fair enough, but it wasn't. Okay, so everyone's rating.
7.
I'm gonna knock the other ones down to 3 and give this one a 4.
You really don't want to give anything but a 4, do you?
I'm giving this one a 6 just because it was only the jarring comedy that I didn't like about this episode compared to the rest.
I'm gonna give this one a 7. I actually quite enjoyed watching it, especially that right at the end when he like smells Muzan and he's like fuck, and then Muzan just makes the guy into the demon. Man, I love shit like that. That's hype. He's just gonna take him out. He's just gonna go. It just shows how much more powerful Muzan is. Like, there is a scale, and if Tanjiro
The
can
one
beat,
swipe.
yeah, if he can beat one demon, then that's fine. If he can barely beat a demon with powers, what's it going to do to the guy who makes demons with powers? With a swipe that Tanjiro couldn't even see. Like, I love that shit. But that's the shonen fan in me.
I wonder if he's a good father.
It looks like
He
it.
probably is. See, he sent
Yeah.
his family home so that they wouldn't be involved. He might be turning random humans into demons, but not.
But
his
he's a
family.
good man at heart.
He's a
I
family.
mean, he's probably just doing that to keep his cover, though. I think. So, like, I don't think there's any real evidence that he actually cares about his family.
But why would he have a
Any
family in the
deeper-
first place?
That's
Yeah.
cover.
He doesn't need a family.
What would he need cover
Maybe
for?
he does care more about them than just his cover, but I don't think I've really seen any evidence of that yet.
His boner. You've got to care for the person you bone, don't you?
No, you don't.
you think he boned her? Do you think demons can have kids
Well,
that way?
if anyone's
Yeah,
going
Or is
to,
he a
I don't
cunt?
know.
if anyone's going to, surely he'd be able to.
True.
Yeah, but he doesn't want to fill
Yeah.
her with blood. That's what happened last time.
Oh man, do you think maybe Muzan kind of gets off on his wife having a period? He's like, oh blood!
God damn it.
Someone has to ask the question, right?
I hope not.
What? Does he like sail into a red tide or something?
Yeah, probably. After all, he is the king of demons.
1,000 years have gone by, and there's not really that many demons. There looks like there's quite a few strong ones, but there's not too many altogether. It looks like.
Yeah,
So like, what has he been doing? Just twiddling his thumbs for 1,000 years.
he's been making babies.
He's been playing house.
Man.
It's,
Okay, cool. So let's move on to episode 8, which is called "The Smell of Enchanting Blood." Yeah, this is a fucking long synopsis, man. My eyes hurt. So the newly turned demon goes on a rampage, forcing Tanjiro to subdue him and giving Muzan the opportunity to slip away. But not before he hears how Tanjiro vows to find him again. The police arrive and attempt to pull Tanjiro off, but he's helped by a nearby demon, Tamayo, and her companion, Yushiro. While she is a demon, Tamayo is also a doctor and hence believes in the sanctity of human life. She gives her siblings refuge in a house hidden from prying eyes by Yushiro's blood demon art, and explains how, as every demon contains Muzan's blood, their whereabouts and movements can be tracked by him. Should they mention him to anyone, their cells will be destroyed, and this is called the Kibutsuji Curse. Tamayo reveals that after 200 years of relentless research, she has finally managed to undo the curse on her and learn the ability to turn humans into demons, although this procedure is only performed on the patients that are dying and choose to be turned into a demon. Yushiro was one of them. She tweaked hers and Yushiro's body so that they can survive on small amounts of human bloods, which is purchases blood transfusions from poor people. Tanjiro agrees to work with Tamayo to develop a cure for Nezuko, promising to let her study his sister's blood and bring blood from powerful demons related to Muzan for her research. Meanwhile, Muzan sends 2 demons, Susumaru with Tamari balls, and Yahaba with eyes for arrows, arrow pupils even, on his palms, to find and kill Tanjiro. And that's the synopsis. That's fucking long, man. What do we think?
I enjoyed that it showed that that Michael Jackson's got a longer history with Tanjiro's family. It looks like from the flashback he had.
yeah, like hinting
Yeah.
that one of his like ancestors was a Slayer.
Hint, 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 hint.
Not gonna lie, it all passed me by.
It's
And there's also the fact that these 2 new demons are basically actually just vampires, because they just have blood instead of actually eating humans.
yeah.
Yeah. And then it's like what I said before, like how Nezuko meant to hate demons, but she comes in contact with these guys and immediately just fine with them.
I think, isn't that because it'd be something to do with their smell, I think.
Possibly. I mean, yeah, that's what Tanjiro did, comment on how their smell was different. But it's like, she hasn't been really seen, or is that just a whole demon thing with being better at smelling?
Maybe not, actually, because we're not showing that demons are like really good at smelling, are we?
No, I've not seen that at all for
I don't
anything.
think so, no.
Apart from just the odd thing where it was, especially with that demon that turned to 3, where it's like, oh, a demon working with a human, what's happening? Or was that, could he just tell the smell?
No,
he
he
I
looked at
think
her.
it'd be pretty honest, yeah.
So yeah, like,
Yeah.
is it a family Tanjiro thing with the smell or what?
Well, no, because he's not the only person.
No, Urkodaki.
I mean, yeah, like it's that family. Does that family have it, or is it just Tanjiro? Because Nezuko didn't react to these 2 new demons as them being demons.
Oh. I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe we'll find out.
Hopefully. So I want to know that why, after all this saying, protect humans, kill demons, 2 demons show up, your friends.
So I noticed, right? So Muzan, right? The dude was just chilling. He was walking home after he escaped the scene, and he didn't want to kill those humans. He was just trying to go home.
Not walking home, he was going to call out his underlings to send after Tanjiro. Remember, it was just after he sent his wife and daughter off home.
Okay, well, he didn't want to kill the filthy Ningens.
No, he didn't want to kill the humans at that point, no. It was like one of those tropes where just like some drunkards or some people who think they're tough stumble into a bad guy and then get absolutely slaughtered.
Yeah, they had to show how strong he is, didn't they? Or how easy he can kill people.
Literally, as soon as I saw those drunk people, I was like, oh, they're gonna die, aren't they?
Especially the obnoxious
It's like
drunk
really
people.
obvious.
Yeah, that first punch though, like, you think, oh, it's just gonna like
That was
hold him
pretty
up
sick.
against the wall, and he just like goes bang, and destroys
Yeah,
the
that's
guys
true.
It's kind of like Game of Thrones when the mountain just grabs a guy's head and pushes it against the wall.
Yeah. Apart from this dude is like a quarter of the size of the mountain.
Yeah. Flicks him basically.
And
Pretty much.
he like melts that woman as well.
Yeah, by giving her too much blood, it's like...
It's like,
So yeah, I felt a bit sorry for Muzan because he didn't want to kill them. Maybe Muzan is not
Nah,
the
he
bad guy,
didn't.
right?
yeah. He just wants to live a
I
happy life with
mean,
his daughter.
why does he keep creating demons then?
Because he's got a fetish for it, maybe.
No. So he's creating demons. He created the first demon to get away, right?
Yeah.
Self-preservation.
Maybe he's been living peacefully. We don't know.
Yeah, but no, because
But
remember they
he's
mentioned
the one
that
that killed
like
Tanjiro's
he's the one
family.
that's creating demons in the first place.
That
And
could have been 200 years ago. He's got a waifu now.
That's fair enough. Yeah, they didn't say that like how
And-
often demons are popping up. But then again, he did do that to Tanjiro's family, didn't he? And that's more
Yes.
recent.
And that's why
But-
Tanjiro knows the smell.
But
Yeah.
but other demons, at least one of the demon knows how to turn humans into demons.
Well, yeah, but then she
he
said that
could've- he
after
could've been there
like
cleaning
200
up.
years, then it did it once.
Yeah,
Yeah, for all
he's
we
been
know, she
around.
could be lying about everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like he could have gone
Yeah.
to clean up the mess. You don't know. He might be going, "Hey, don't make too many demons. Then they're gonna come after me." And look what's happened. They're going after him.
Yeah, I guess.
And she's just using Tanjiro now to get rid of other people in her way, such as Big Bad.
Innit? Get rid of big bad. That's it. Should be happy.
She is now the king of the town, or the world, or whatever.
She's the king of demons as well.
She's already got a fucking little bitch boy. But man, I don't understand him. The guy's so in love with her.
Oh man, he likes the arrow.
He's a
Arrow.
sick.
He likes his only son.
No, at this point we've gone beyond Oni-san. It's Okar-san now.
Yeah, she's old as fuck.
Hey, nothing wrong with a Christmas cake.
Oh man.
One thing I did like about this episode is Tanjiro has a lot more of like the small internal monologues. So you get to find out like
Yeah.
more about what's going through his head, especially as the pacing has slowed right down again. I thought it was funny when he asked the demon her age as well, and the dude does a
Oh, yeah.
fucking like a judo slam on him. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I really enjoyed this episode.
I did too. This one actually got me interested in actually the actual lore of demons and the actual different powers that the demon slayers have.
this was like a turning point. This happened last time, though. To be fair.
Yeah, it was again like every 4 episodes he gets to the good one.
Yeah. This is the best one yet for everything. Like, it had world building, it showed the bad guy, showed how powerful he was, showed how the MC is fucking useless.
Yeah.
It introduced a Christmas cake. It had Nezuko being cute. Fucking what else do you want? Had the bad guy being a family man. He's got his wife and he's happy.
Just stop bugging him. He's just trying to live his life.
Leave him alone. Muzan did nothing wrong. Okay, so what we're going to rate this episode out of 10? No one else has got any more thoughts?
I'll give it a 7.
That's a 7.
I'm going for 7 as well.
Yeah. Kit?
Do you want to guess?
5.
Four.
5. It's going to say 5.
3.5.
You piece of shit. What?
You did say 5.
Okay, so we've kind of finished talking about Demon Slayer. Cool. Right. Anyone else got anything else?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, that's it for this episode. We will be back. What day?
Saturday, was it? I think.
Should be able to do Saturday as long as we don't drunk Friday night.
Or Kit? Kit?
Kid.
Well, okay, we'll say Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Kit's not here. Right. See you next week. Good night.
See ya.
See ya.